Number 1. We suffer more in imagination than in reality. Don't let your imagination be crushed by life as a whole. It suggests that everyone should focus on real issues and not let our mind create unnecessary stress by thinking too much about things that has not happened yet. Rule number 2. Live as if you've died and come back. Many people live every single day with so much regrets, depression, and stress. They all forget to live. Living is not only breathing. Rule number 3. Own the morning, own the day. Take excellent care of the front end of your day, and the rest of your day will pretty much take care of itself. Rule number 4. Focus on the process, not on the result. If you pay attention to how you're doing things instead of just thinking about what will happen, the end result will turn out well. Rule number 5. The tip of the neighbor's iceberg often looks very nice. Don't waste time chasing after success or comparing yourself to others. Every flower blooms at a different pace. Excel at doing what your passion is and only focus on perfecting it. Rule number 6. Ego is its own worst enemy. It hurts the ones we love too. Our families and friends suffer from it because of us, and we also suffer as well. Rule number 7. You can't control everything that happens to you, but you can control the way you respond. And in your response is your greatest power. Yes, most of your stress comes directly from the way you think and respond, not the way life is. Rule number 8. The best revenge is not to be like your enemy. By maintaining your own values, integrity, and moral standards, you demonstrate resilience and rise above the negativity, ultimately showing that you won't let someone else's actions dictate your own behavior. Rule number 9. Define success on your own terms. Achieve it by your own rules, and build a life you're proud to live. The importance of setting personal goals and determining what achievement means to you, rather than conforming to societal expectations or external pressures. Rule number 10. Find a way to love everything that happens. Amor fati. Amor fati is a Latin term that translates to love of one's fate. The idea is to cultivate a mindset where you not only accept, but also appreciate every circumstance, whether positive or negative, as an integral part of your journey. Rule number 11. Everything negative, pressure, challenges, is all an opportunity for you to rise. Instead of seeing difficulties as roadblocks, consider them as chances to overcome, learn, and elevate yourself. Rule number 12. What is bad for the hive is bad for the bee. Something is harmful or detrimental to the entire hive. It will also have negative consequences for each individual bee within that hive. Rule number 13. Marcus Aurelius says, ask yourself at every moment, is this essential? Most of what we do and say is not essential. When you eliminate the inessential, you get the double benefit of doing the essential things better. Rule number 14. Don't get trapped in the rat race. It encourages everyone to break free from conventional, unfulfilling paths and seek a more purposeful and personally rewarding life. Essentially, it advises against getting caught up in a cycle of routine and competition that might not lead to genuine happiness or personal growth. Rule number 15. Brilliant things happen in calm minds. Meditation, with its focus on mindfulness and calming techniques, aims to create a mental space free from the clutter of incessant thoughts and external pressures. Rule number 16. You can't make more time. The reality is, you can lose all your money and get it back again, but you'll never be able to get back your time. Rule number 17. Every action you take is a vote for the person you wish to become. If you consistently make positive choices aligned with your goals and values, you're essentially voting for a better version of yourself. Rule number 18. Don't make your problems worse by complaining about them. Lamenting or expressing distress over problems doesn't contribute to resolving them. Instead, it may actually make the problems seem more burdensome or overwhelming. Rule number 19. Your judgments about another person say more about your own character than the character of the person you are pointing a finger at. If someone complains a lot to you about other people, guess what? That is part of their current character. Rule number 20. However bad life may seem, there is always something we can do and succeed at. Even in tough situations, there is something within our control, and by taking action, we have the opportunity to succeed. Rule number 21. Associate with people who are likely to improve you. Welcome those whom you are capable of improving. The process is a mutual one. People learn as they teach. Rule number 22. Find one thing that makes you wiser every day. As in the most famous book, The Atomic Habits, it is mentioned if you can get 1% better each day for 1 year, you'll end up 37 times better by the time you're done. Rule number 23. You always own the option of having no opinion. There is never any need to get worked up or to trouble your soul about things you can't control. These things are not asking to be judged by you. Leave them alone. Rule number 24. Put yourself up for review. Interrogate yourself. According to a Stoic exercise, putting your day up for review involves studying and reflecting on your actions. The Stoics believed that actions build character, and character defines who you are. Rule number 25. Try to see the good in others. When you're tempted to judge someone, make an effort to see their goodness. Your willingness to look for the best in people will subconsciously bring it forth. Rule number 26. We have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak. People to be attentive and receptive listeners can gain more understanding, information, and insight from others. Rule number 27. Be strict to yourself and tolerant with others. People are going to be fools or jerks or unreliable or anything else. Let them be. Don't take them seriously. Rule number 28. Make a practice at once of saying to every strong impression, an impression is all you are, not the source of the impression. Then test and assess it with your criteria, but one primarily. Ask, is this something that is or is not in my control? Rule number 29. The beautiful thing about learning is that nobody can take it away from you. Learn something from everyone. Regardless of anyone's background or status, everyone has something valuable to teach, and by being receptive to various sources of wisdom, one can continue to grow and enrich their understanding throughout life. Rule number 30. Always take hold of things by the smooth handle, tackling issues with a measured and sensible approach, avoiding unnecessary complications or getting entangled in the more challenging aspects. Rule number 31. Don't worry about what will happen to us. Our destiny is something no one can snatch away. It's like a special gift given to us. We shouldn't fear our destiny or what lies ahead. Always face the future with confidence and embrace the unique path that belongs to us. Rule number 32. Your mind is a powerful thing. When you fill it with positive thoughts, your life will start to change. The mind is a powerful force, capable of influencing personal experiences and outcomes. Rule number 33. Live your life for you, not for anyone else. Don't let the fear of being judged, rejected, or disliked stop you from being yourself. Always feel sure enough to say no to others if they're stopping you from reaching your personal goals. Rule number 34. It's better to ask for help than to remain stuck in fear and uncertainty. Seeking assistance is preferable to staying trapped in feelings of fear and uncertainty. It encourages reaching out for support when needed. Rule number 35. If you learned from it, then it wasn't a mistake. It was a lesson. Rather than being viewed negatively as a mere error, it becomes a valuable opportunity for personal and intellectual growth. Rule number 36. The weak can never forgive. Forgiveness is the attribute of the strong. It takes strength to let go of resentment and forgive someone who may have wronged or hurt you. Rule number 37. Your journal is like your best friend. You don't have to pretend with it. You can be honest and write exactly how you feel. It's a reflective and introspective activity where everyone can put their thoughts onto paper as a way to process emotions, track personal growth, set goals, or simply record daily events. Rule number 38. The successful warrior is the average man with laser-like focus. Whenever you want to achieve something, keep your eyes open, concentrate, and make sure you know exactly what it is you want. Rule number 39. What stands in the way becomes the way. The obstacle in the path becomes the path. Never forget, within every obstacle is an opportunity to improve our condition. Rule number 40. No man is free who is not master of himself. Anyone can achieve real freedom when they have the ability to make conscious and self-directed choices, rather than being controlled by external influences or succumbing to impulsive behaviors. Rule number 41. If someone manages to make you upset or angry, understand that your own mind is also playing a part in letting it happen. It's a reminder that your own thoughts and reactions contribute to the emotional response. Rule number 42. To do wrong to one is to do wrong to yourself. By committing wrongdoing or injustice, a person is essentially causing harm to their own character and becoming a negative force. Rule number 43. Ego trip. A journey to nowhere. If the egotist is strong, sharp, and possesses unique qualities, their egotism becomes valuable and can contribute positively to the collective identity of the community or society. Rule number 44. It seems to us we can never give up longing and wishing while we are thoroughly alive. There are certain things we feel to be beautiful and good, and we must hunger after them. Rule number 45. Obstacles are those frightful things you see when you take your eyes off your goal. Obstacles become daunting when you divert your attention away from what you are trying to achieve. Maintain a clear vision of your objectives, as challenges appear less formidable when you remain steadfast in pursuing your goals. Rule number 46. The secret to life is finding joy in ordinary things. Discover happiness in everyday, ordinary moments. True joy can be found in appreciating the simple and commonplace aspects of life. Rule number 47. Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. Everyone to take positive actions and demonstrate goodness in their own behavior, rather than engaging in theoretical or hypothetical debates about morality. Rule number 48. The only wealth which you will keep forever is the wealth you have given away. That the wealth or value of what you've shared, given, or contributed to others is something that endures and remains with you throughout time. 49. Life is neither good or evil, but only a place for good and evil. Life becomes a canvas on which people paint their deeds, ranging from acts of kindness and goodness to those of malevolence and evil. 50. Wealth is the slave of a wise man and the master of a fool. A wise person views wealth as a tool or servant that can be utilized for beneficial purposes. A fool, lacking wisdom and discernment, becomes enslaved by wealth. Gathering and pulling out information from these life rules takes a lot of hard work and effort. Please help us in this endeavor by sharing and subscribing to our channel.